Alrighty, so ever since the LR Gloxinia has sort of come out on JP, I have really been thinking about Shalltear because Gloxinia's passive makes it to where if the enemy has bleed on, it lowers the enemy's crit resistance, or I think it's crit chance and crit damage actually, so it makes you take less damage from them potentially. And if you don't know, the Infect card right here from Shalltear, because of her passive, will actually put bleed on the enemy. So because it's going to be not the first debuff that's on them, I should be able to get away with using this card and melee not cleansing it off if we go up against melees. And then we should hopefully be able to follow up with the exploit card afterwards, because he's pretty much going to be forced to attack me, or if he doesn't, I guess he'll just move cards and stuff. But we're going to be using this team right here. I am going to be losing a little bit of basic stats with Shalltear because of the fact that we're not running a complete unknown team, but it's only 7%, which is kind of a lot, but we'll see how it kind of works out for us. I'm just interested to see if this combo could actually work. I thought about using Hell, but that would also kind of deter the enemy from using their AoE skills and stuff like that, and I kind of want them to attack so I can get the exploit off. So we're going to see how it goes. We should be pretty tanky because of Gloxinia, and because of the bleed and everything like that, we should hopefully be even more tanky potentially, and we can hopefully get some decent exploit usage here. I'm a big fan of Shalltear. I think she's a very cool character, but she can be a little bit hit or miss, a little bit niche in some areas. So I do have a pretty good CC with this team, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, he's not liking this already. There is a PvP rule also. I wonder if I could just go like triple AoE here and just do like some really crazy damage. Glad I baited. So here's this. Not a whole lot there, and we're going to go ahead and use the tier card. He doesn't have any other cards but attacks, so we should potentially have a good opportunity here to hit the Berserk passive from her. So we'll see how this goes. He's going to double AoE, it seems, into a single target, and I can only assume it's going to be on maybe... Well, he actually has to attack tier turn 1. So that is not a whole lot of damage. We actually pulled an extra weak point skill as well. Ooh, and he's going to be doing a lot from that. So it would be kind of a shame not to use this. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then, well, I really want to see the exploit card here. So we're going to do it like this. And then try to make sure that we kill melee off, because he's got all creation. So, okay, 350 is not too bad. Tyr did survive. He did take a lot of damage, though, which was quite concerning, I would say. But overall, still works out pretty nicely. He didn't have any of his defense-related stat orbs on, so that worked out really well for being able to use Tyr there. I guess maybe it would have been a better idea to hit melee with the exploit card, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how well this team is actually going to work. I'm going to have to get used to it as we're kind of messing with it. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea behind it at the very least. So even if it doesn't work out, I'll be happy that I tried it. But if you're new to the channel or anything, feel free to subscribe. Come back and hang out with us sometime. We do upload every day. But yeah, let's hop into another one. All right, here is a Melee Sins team. Good CC. There's no way this isn't CC food, I don't think. So we're going to go ahead and try to break the shield here and infect. He is going to gain attack-related stats because of the passive on King. So we'll see how that goes. With the fact that he's gaining attack-related stats, but we're lowering his whatchamacallit, his crit chance, crit damage from the bleed might kind of... I don't want to say it's going to even out. We should technically be lowering him more than he's gaining from this because it's a 25% attack related. But we'll see how that goes. We get an attack seal card as well, which is kind of nice. AoE there. Surprisingly did some pretty good damage. And then he's lowering him. I assume he's just going to go ahead and kill him off. Should be more than enough. Wow, actually not enough. That's actually kind of crazy. So let's go for this, And I do have another AoE, so I might as well use it. Unfortunately, I'm crit chance lowered from Bond, so it's not going to go crazy. But let me see this. Actually not that great. I'm assuming the attack-related, or the defense-related stats that he has right now from Meli's passive is kind of the kicker there. He does cleanse, and he has 3 cards in hand. Luckily, if he uses 2 cards from Meli in a row, he is going to get Gloxinia's passive on him, so it's attack-related stat lower. We don't have another exploit card, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, when it ticks back over to our turn, we lose Berserk. I'm not positive on that, though. Here is an AoE. That is a ton of damage. And then he's going to single target Shalltear, I bet. Okay, he didn't follow up. Let's go for this into this, because we can attack seal again. Unfortunately, he's going to cleanse again. But I don't really have any other good options here. At least we'll stop Bond, but he's going to cleanse as soon as it goes back to his turn, because he gains 2 orbs. And then he's got the... Yeah, that is definitely unfortunate. Meli just did not take nearly as much damage as I was hoping from the exploit card. So, yeah, that is going to be GG's to him. I mean, hey, you know, like I said, even if it doesn't completely work out, I like the team's idea enough to see if it's actually viable. So it's got that going for it. It's got the cool factor, all right? I'm deeming it cool, and if you don't think it's cool, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm the one making the video here. Alrighty, what do we got? Okay, we have a Merlin comp. We do get to go first. He is going to put some decent damage reduction up. Wonder if it would be better to just use... okay, well, unfortunate. I was really wanting to play that one out. Oh well. Alrighty, we have a demon team here. If we win this one, we're actually going to get pushed into Champ 1. So there's potential for some bot matches, unfortunately. But I don't really have anything else that I can do about that. So, I mean, I could potentially just give up a game. But let's bait with this. We'll throw the Infect on. And then we'll hit with this either way. So a little bit of damage here. We do crit chance lower. I think the problem is we have to use the exploit card on turn 2, which means that he's going to have 30% defense related stats, which Shalltear's crit chance is like pretty middle of the road. Like, it's kind of like a gamble on if she can crit a regular character. So somebody with extra defense related stats is going to be that much harder to crit. Which unfortunately makes him not an ideal target in this scenario. So, we'll see how it goes. We do have Tyr's weak point skill still. I think I'm going to try to use this regardless, and then this, and then he might actually end up merging onto an Estarossa passive or ultimate, which I don't want to happen. So, okay, we did miss 1 crit there, but still enough. That was pretty much what I was looking for. How much is this going to do? We've got low health. Okay, that's pretty good. We kill Estarossa off. He does have Demon King, and he's going to have a gold card in hand, which is going to be a little annoying. Hopefully, these don't immediately merge. I can only assume they will. Okay, they didn't, actually. That's really good for me. He does get to use 2 cards here. This was a bot, so it doesn't really matter that much, but kills off Tyr. That's not the worst thing in the world, actually, I think. Because now we can... I'm not going to be able to... Well, I guess I have to set up because I don't have Berserk anyway. So let's go for this, and then we'll merge these for the ultimate. I mean, we're going to get dissolved anyway, but I have to set up with a bleed card this turn, and I don't have Berserk yet. So I'm assuming he's going to hit me with an AoE from Demon King here, which will probably hurt. I don't have Nanashi buffs on either of these characters because I had way too many cards in hand. Yeah, oh, that Gloxinia took a lot from that. Is he dead? He is. Okay. I mean, I don't think we're getting anything else out of him at this point, so I think we just go full send here. If I crit, I win. Okay, 309. That's a level 2, but, I mean, 309, that's good. Still has bleed on. 313 on a level 1. I mean, against Bond, of course, he's old, but... maybe a little closer than I wanted it to be there, but... I think I'm going to throw, like, an extra game or two in Champ 1, just in case. Like, I mean, if we get bots, I don't really care. I just want to kind of see some of the plays that we can kind of make with this team. Or not necessarily like the plays, but I kind of want to see if some of the damage will end up working out. So let me hop back in. Alrighty, so I'm pretty sure that was a really quick load in. Yeah, CC's pretty low on this one. Having to deal with Hell is not ideal, because we're going to have to worry about getting stacks or Hell stacks on, but I'm hoping we can just deal damage to the Albedo here, and we'll have an Infect on, so we shouldn't have to worry about her Tarmia linking too much back or anything. So, 22k is really low, but depending on the damage that they deal to us, we might be able to follow up with a really nice weak point here. His tier could potentially do some decent damage to us, but we do have some really good defense-related stats on. I can't remember exactly how much his crit resistance lower is. I want to say it's like 25%. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's either 20 or 25, which means that the defense-related stats that we're getting from Gloxinia's passive should be bringing that back up to around neutral. So, I don't know. We'll see how that kind of works out for us. I don't have a stance cancel on this team, unfortunately. Can I survive this? Okay, we do. We do survive that. The counter is definitely scary, I think. I guess we're just going to throw this out. And then we'll just merge for some card draw, I think, more than anything. The bleed will still be on tier for the second turn, which will lower his crit chance, crit damage. Okay, that's really good. 320 is impressive. Unfortunately, Hell is going to have a revive now. The Berserk on that is going to be a little unfortunate. I maybe should have just went ahead and targeted him to try to kill, but both of those have Nanashi buff on, so it's going to be kind of a gamble either way. The Hell buffs are starting to add up a bit, which is not great. We'll see if we can kind of pull this off, but we do have a weak point skill still. And then we do potentially have another exploit. Well, we can't really exploit combo, unfortunately, because the bleed... I don't remember if the bleed from Gloxinia's card is 2 turns or if it's just 1 turn. I think we die. Okay. We're alive, barely. What's the next card? So we can combo, but... Okay, it actually does last for 2 turns here. What's her ultimate level? Okay, it's 1/6, which means that I should be able... I don't know that I'm going to be able to kill with this card without having a bleed on him, which is a really big gamble. But... she still has the bleed on. Okay, we do kill. She's not going to gain an extra res, which is really good. This should deal some pretty good damage. No crits, unfortunately. The Nanashi buff's really going hard there. A bit unfortunate. I'm really happy with how we got through the Albedo, but the Hell buffs really kind of screwed me a bit, and then he actually got really good RNG. Or, well, I guess, yeah, it's technically RNG. He got a good RNG with his card draw, which means that he had Nanashi buffs on pretty much the whole time. So that is a bit unfortunate. We're going to get deranked back to Champ 2 here, so we potentially have another real match. Oh, that was a real player. Okay. Props to him. He actually did very well there. I don't know why I didn't notice that was a real player before. Alrighty. Okay, we have a Merlin comp. We do get to go first, which is really beneficial. Level 2 exploit card is very nice. I think we just go for... Who has the Tarmia link on? She has the Tarmiel link on. Okay, I'm not attacking her anyway, so it doesn't matter if I use the exploit card first, or the infect card first. We're just going to get some damage out here on melee. He is unfortunately going to get a lot of HP, or a lot of defense-related stats from the buff cleansing. But we should be, hopefully, in a decent position here. Because the whole point of this team is to just attack, attack, attack. So we're going to get Berserk, I think, pretty easily. And then I don't think we'll have to worry too much about killing off the melee. So we can try to get rid of him. Use a weak point, maybe. And then I guess a Gloxinia card, because we don't want to put the commandment on anybody. So double AoE into the melee AoE. There's pretty decent potential for this to do some good damage. Gloxinia doesn't have the Nanashi buffs on. He does have type disadvantage on us, though, which is at least somewhat good. Okay, not too bad there. He does cleanse off the bleed, so we basically have to hit him with the bleed first. And then he only has 2 stacks on now. Let's go ahead and hit him with this, and then we'll throw that out. So, boom. Even though it doesn't do a lot, it does put the bleed on, which is all that's important here. Good crits. 347 on that is really nice. AoE. Not incredibly impressive there. We have the wind debuff on. I can't remember which one the wind is. I want to say the wind is crit chance lower, but it could be the attack seal. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure the red one is the burn, and then I know the brown one is stun, but I just can't remember the wind one and the water one. Okay, surprisingly, he just gave up there. I don't know. I don't remember what my hand looked like just 5 seconds ago, but I think we might have been able to pull it off. But he obviously didn't seem to be very enthusiastic about proceeding. But I'm actually kind of happy with it. It wasn't like 100% victory rate, of course, which honestly, that's fine. I don't really care if I win 100% of my games. As long as the team is kind of fun to use and at least kind of interesting, that's really all I can ask for. So honestly, I think it was worth using. I think it was actually pretty cool. If you end up using this team at all, just let me know how it goes for you, because I am kind of curious to see. But I actually think that it was pretty cool. So I'm proud of myself. I don't know if anybody else has already used Shalltear with the Gloxinia or not, but I think it's a neat concept. I don't watch a whole lot of other content creators at this point for Grand Cross, so I've not seen anybody use it, so I'm proud of myself for at least coming up with the idea. But either way, that's pretty much it for me. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you tomorrow.